guys, Melissa here with GCT Crafts and welcome. This week we are going to be doing something a little bit different. So we are going to be transitioning my Valentine's Day tree into an Easter tree. So this tutorial is going to be about Christmas tree decorating. So you can use these same tips and tricks at Christmas time. We're just going to make this one an Easter tree. So this is going to be a long tutorial. So go grab you a tasty beverage and let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take and I'm going to pull out all the items that are red. All of the pink sprays I'm going to go ahead and leave in the tree because they're going to go with the color scheme that I'm going to use. So I'm going to stop the recording so that you guys don't have to watch me pull all the stuff out of the tree, but I'm going to pull all the red items, all the ribbon out, leave everything else that is pink, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I have successfully removed all of the red items out of the Christmas tree and all of the items that were Valentine's Day specific. So our ribbons, any heart picks, heart designs that I had have come out. What I left in here is the pink ornaments, the white ornaments, the pink jewels, and the pink sprays, because they will all work just fine in the design that we're going to do. Now we may move some stuff around as we start adding, but instead of pulling it all out and putting it all back in, I just left it, and then we'll just kind of move as we need to. So let's get started. So what I'm going to start with first is I have this large handmade pink bow that I had made, and I'm going to see if I can attempt it. Maybe too big, too heavy, but we're going to try to put it up here, and then we'll work on adding our tree topper sprays. So I'm going to start with this and see if I can get it added before we get too many things in the tree and stuff starts falling and moving. So I'm going to get my ladder. And I'm just going to try to tie it around the sprays and tree branch back here. I have a pipe cleaner on the back of this bow, and so I'm just twisting it around the ties. Okay, so I think that's gonna work, and I wanted a little cat-cornered, so it's not gonna be straight. I want it kind of like that. Now let's add a couple more Easter picks to make our tree topper. So I left the pink ones that we already had up there, and let's add a couple more. So I have these marshmallow pom-pom picks left over from last year. I'm going to add a couple of these to the top. So I'm going to do center, right, left. So I'm going to do 3 and kind of make it like a fan. I just dropped that one, so let me grab it. And I'm just sticking them down in the tree. I'm not tying anything around them. They will stay just fine. Okay, so I've got 3 of those cute little marshmallow picks. So let's add, let's see, I have a couple of these fun little spring pom-pom picks. These actually were part of the Halloween collection, but we're going to go ahead and use them because they have the pink and the purples and the greens. I'm just going to kind of spread them out a little. And I'm going to go in back behind the other one a little bit higher. And now that I have these up here, I think I'm going to scrap these. And the only reason why is because of the black that's in the stem. I don't have anything else that's got black in it. Otherwise it would be fine. So I think I'm going to pull this out. So if I had some other black elements in the tree, these would be fine to use, but I don't. And I just realized that as I held that up there, that black was really standing out. So I'm going to use a different pick. Okay, so I have these little pink, fuzzy, curly sprays. So we'll use a couple of these. You can take and maneuver these however you want. I'm not going to worry about getting too specific with it. It's just going up there at the top of the tree. But you can reshape these. So let's use these instead. So again, I'm going to go right back behind. And then I'm going to go to the right. And then to the left. You can fan these out and kind of maneuver them however you like. I'm going to tuck this one down just a little bit. Okay, so I think that's really all I'm going to do for the top as far as the tree topper. I don't go super crazy on my tree topper. I just a few little picks. So I think we're just going to stop there with the topper and just move on with the rest of the tree, and then if we want to add something later, we can. So let me get this ladder out of the way. And I'm going to start with some of my larger elements first. So I have these super cute little bunny top hats, bunny ear top hats. So we're going to add a couple of these to the tree, and I brought items of 3. So typically I like to work in odd numbers, so 3, 5s. So we're going to do 3 of these in the tree. So I think we've got a hole right here. You can start, kind of put that right there. And I'm just tucking it into the tree. I'm not tying anything around it. It's going to stay. Just tucked it right in there. Okay, let me grab another one. So I've got one there. I want to come down. And let's put one right here. Okay, so we've got kind of a pattern here. Let's do one on this side. Okay, so I've kind of got like a little triangle pattern with my hat. Now I'm going to go in with these adorable pink flock bunnies. We do have these in the shop. These were new this year. So let's start with this. And I'm going to put him, let's see. Let's put him there. Let's see where I want the other one. Maybe right in here. Okay, now let's go to this side of the tree. Maybe down in here. Perfect. Okay, so we got our 3 flock bunnies. Now we're going to add these adorable little bunny butt cupcakes. We have these in the shop as well. Super cute. These are new this year. So I've got 3 of these as well. So let's find where we want these. I know I got a hole right in here. let's add one right in there. And I'm not worried about decorating the back of my tree. This is just in my design room and you don't ever see the back, but if you were designing for a customer for your own home where you could actually see all around, you would kind of do the same thing in the back. But I'm just going to focus primarily on the front of my tree. So I think I want a cupcake right up in here. So this one we might have to kind of push back behind the bow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably attach this. It does have a hanger on it, so I'm just gonna twist a little tree branch around the hanger. Try to keep it in place there. Okay, and I see a pink ornament just rolled over here. Let me grab it. Let's put it back over here. Okay. So we've got our one bunny cupcake. We've got one here. Let's focus on getting one on this side. Maybe right in this area right here. That looks good. Okay. Now let's go with, I have these super cute little bunny gnomes. These I had from last year. I don't know where I got them, but we might as well go ahead and get them added to the tree. So I'm going to do one maybe right up in this area. Let's do this guy maybe right in here. No, he's too close to the bunny. Let's do him down here. And then let's get this one maybe more back in there. Okay. Now I have a couple of these bunnies. These are just some bunnies that I had and I just added a little clay bow on them. So let's get these added. And I've only got, I think, like 5 of these, 3 big ones. No, 2 big ones and 3 smaller ones. So I'm just going to kind of, got one there, one there. Let's do one on this side. So I'm going to get some of the smaller ones now. You can't really see him back there, so let's tuck him there. Let's tuck one right in here. And I have a yellow one. Let's put him down there. Okay, so I think those are all of my large items that I want to add. So now let's go in and add a little bit of ribbon. So I don't want to add too much, just a few little things because we've got a big bow. But I'm going to add a few little ribbons. So I brought in, let me grab it. Okay, I brought in a pink and sort of this mint green. So let's just make some little bows. Just real simple bows. So I'm going to give us kind of a long tail. I'm going to pinch it, make my loop, and pinch it. Now I've got my first little bow. So let's add the mint on top of it. So I'm just going to pinch it, make my loop, and pinch it. Okay. Now I am not going to tie this with anything. You can take a pipe cleaner or a zip tie. I'm just going to tuck it into the pine branches and use the pine to wrap around this. Makes it easier when you want to pull them out. So I'm just going to find a place. Let's start here. And I'm just going to wrap that pine right around my bow. I'm going to give them some dovetails. Okay. And now we can just kind of curl them up a little bit. And let them kind of dangle. This one, let me snip the wire. The wire's coming out on this one. There we go. This one didn't curl very well. Let's try it again. Let me do the pink. There we go. So we got our first little bow. Let's do a couple more. So again, I'm going to make my tail, make it kind of long, however long you want it. I'm going to pinch it. Just make a loop, pinch it, and then come over and just pinch it there in the center. I'll cut it. Okay, and then we'll add the mint again. So pinch, make my loop, make my loop, and then I'm just going to take that and tie it in right there. Tying it in with those ties from the tree. And I'm going to go ahead and dovetail it. And then we'll roll it up again. So same thing. Just gonna roll, create some little loops. Okay, so we've got one down there, one here. Let's do one over in this area over here. So pinch, loop, just gather it in the center and over. And trust me, I am not the best at the hand bows. I typically use my bow maker. So these simple bows are about all I can do in my hand. Okay, and then I'm just going to pinch, loop, pinch, loop, pinch, Seth, can you turn that down a little bit, please? And then we're going to put it over in this area over here. My son is out of school today, so he's in his room and decided to wake up and turn the TV on. So, okay, so let's dovetail. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Okay, now I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take and roll them up and give them little curls. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to add. I only have this much of the green left, and I don't want to do just a plain pink bow. We could use something kind of on this side over here. So let me see. Maybe we can make a little half bow for that side. Okay, so I only have a little bit. So if I make kind of like a little fake bow, just gonna take and just pinch it right there. So I've just got a little tiny loop and a tail. And then let's make our pink bow just like we were. We're just gonna have one little loop of this green in there. Okay, let me cut it. I'm just going to kind of put that in, loop in the center. And tie that pine around it. Kind of fluff these out a little bit. I'm not going to dovetail this green one because we don't have much of it, so I'm just going to kind of roll it up. There we go. So now we have just a little bit of the color on that side. So that's all the ribbon we'll use. Now let's add in some picks and sprays. So I have 2 of these little jelly bean sprays that I had made, or picks that I had made. I had these left over. So I'm just going to tuck these in here somewhere. Let's see. Maybe one right there. And then one right over here on this side. Okay. And now we have these super cute little macaroon, however you say it, macaron picks. We have these in the shop, so I'm going to add a few of these. We're just going to, again, you can pull these and kind of maneuver them like you want them. I'm going to kind of leave mine a little clumped together, maybe just fan them out a hair. And let's just start adding them in here. Let's see, we've got one there. Let's put one up in here. I want one, maybe behind our little bunny here, kind of on the side of them. There we go. So let's do one over on this side. Okay. And let's see. Let's do one in this area right over here, kind of by the cupcake. And then I have one left. Let's see where I want to add that. Maybe down here. I always tend to forget about the bottom of my tree, so that'll be a good spot for it. Okay, and now I have 3 of these left that I didn't use in the tree topper. So let's go ahead and add these somewhere. So I'm going to shove them in the tree. I don't want them sticking out too far. Just a little bit. I'm going to move this ornament ball here and kind of tuck it. I'm going to put this in front. There we go. And let's do one on this side. Maybe right in this hole here. So I'm just using the sprays to kind of fill in some of the holes that we have. So I'm just going to kind of tuck that in there like that. Okay. And now I have a few of these little bunny ear picks. So I'm just going to tuck a few of these in there. No rhyme or reason as to where, just kind of filling in some spots. Let's do one. Maybe right up in there. Just let his little ears kind of poke up. Okay, maybe one back behind the little cupcake. And now let's get one on this side. Maybe right in here. Okay, and now we have a few I have one marshmallow pick that we didn't use up there. I'm trying to just see if I want to cut it up and use it or just save it. For now, I'm just going to stick it in the back of my tree just because I don't want to have to store one pick. And you're not going to really see the back of my tree, so I'm just going to put it back in the back of the tree. Okay. So now I'll have it together with those other ones when I take it down. I have a couple of these little chocolate picks. I thought these would be fun to add. Let's do one on this side. And where do we want to put the last one? Maybe there. Okay. Now I have some smaller chocolate sprays. I have some smaller ones, so we're going to tuck these in two. That way it's just not having just those 3 items that have the chocolate. So we're going to tuck some of these in as well. So I know I want to get some at the bottom. Let's do one down here. A little higher than the other one, but still towards the bottom. One over here. Let me step back so I can kind of take a look at it from this angle. Okay, we got a hole here, but we got some eggs to add. But we'll go ahead and add one. Just kind of in there. I don't want it that close to the other one. Let's put it back here by the top hat. And then maybe up here by the gnome. Okay. Now I have a couple of eggs to add as well. So I have some of these really pretty glittery sequenced eggs that I had gotten last year or the year before. I can't remember. I think they came from Burton & Burton. This one actually was damaged, but you're not going to see it in the tree. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. So let's just start tucking these in. I'm going to put the purple right in this hole. Fix our little gnome guy. Okay. I've got this hole over here, so I'm going to go ahead and put this pink right there. I've got a couple of blue ones. So let's tuck one in like right there. I'm going to tuck one right back here. You're not going to really, you'll see just a little peek of it. Got another pink one, and I've got two more purples. So I don't want to get the purples too close together, so let's use the pink. Maybe right there above the bunny. Maybe we tuck this purple back up in there. I have one more purple egg. Let me step back here and look and see if I can see any holes. You always notice the holes after you finish and you go back and look at your video later. Then you see the holes when you're designing. Sometimes you don't see it. So, maybe right in here. It's kind of close to this pink one. And I'm going to turn this pink so we don't see so much of that damaged egg. Okay. All right. So the last thing, well, I brought these little, I don't know if I'm going to use them though, but I brought these little cute little pink bunnies. And I thought about just tucking them in there. But I don't know if we need them. Let's see. I mean, it won't hurt to tuck a few of them in there. I've got them in pink and the mint. Let's just tuck a few in. No, I don't like that one there. Let me cut the tag off of this one. Okay, I've got 3 more. We might as well use them. I'm cutting the tags off real quick. I didn't think I was going to use them, so I didn't cut the tags off ahead of time, but I have them, so why not? Just kind of tucking them in. Let's see. Let's tuck one in back here. And one more. Let's put him over here. Okay. Now I have these pink flower bushes that I thought about. I'm just gonna dry run this. I thought about just tucking them in just like that. You could take them apart if you wanted to, but I think I'm gonna leave mine clustered together and just have a couple little sections with the clustered flowers. So these are just some ranunculus bushes that we have in the shop, and I'm just gonna keep it together. We got one there. I think we need one up in this area. So I'm just gonna keep it clustered like that. We got here, here. Let's do one up in here. Okay, I've got two more, so let me step back. I think we need one down in this area, right underneath this little top hat. Okay, we got one more, maybe over in this area. Right in there. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Hope you guys liked it. The only thing I have that we decided not to use was these picks, just because it had the black in it. But I think we're looking pretty good without it. So this will be the tree so far. As I continue to work on new fake bakes and crafts and things throughout the month, you know, I might add a few little things here and there, but that is primarily it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, y'all.